Okay, so as you can probably tell from the title of this video, it's a bit of a different tone. I took a few days break from playing Modern Warfare a few days ago now, because I got to a point where I'd got everything unlocked. I'd played enough to kind of get a feel for what the game was like, and I kind of found classes that suited me that I worked well with, and then it was kind of playing the same thing over and over again, and then I took a break. But I came back to the game a yesterday, I believe, and things hadn't changed. And I'm gonna get into that now because I believe the game needs to seriously still be looked into, and how it is right now, I don't particularly enjoy it. So what we're gonna do a quick video going over the things that need to be changed in the game. This is footage in the background from a game I played long ago where I did actually pretty well. But yeah, we're going to go through a few different topics in the game and just talk about why they need to be changed. And yeah, a bit of a different tone, but nevertheless, if you agree with any of the points in this video or have your own opinions, definitely leave a like and comment and stuff like that. But let's jump into it. Alright, so first and foremost, and it's not a surprise it would come first in the list of things that annoy the complete hell out of me, is the spawns. The spawns since launch have been terrible. Granted, they're a little bit better than what they were on certain maps in objective modes. Objective modes now, it's kind of more realistic in terms of like how they used to be with other COD games. Like you got spawn swapped in DOM and it would change you. When the game first came out, you would get triple capped and still spawn at the same flag every single time, and you'd be spawn trapped for a good 5 minutes. Now, it still doesn't do it for a while, but it's more manageable. But in TDM and Free For All and also Headquarters, the spawns are atrocious. You always spawn with someone looking at you or behind you. You'll literally turn the corner once and you'll die. It's very, very, very unlikely that you'll spawn in far away from someone in a TDM or anything like that. It's just crazy how many times you spawn next to people. So that's definitely the first point I want to make. The spawns do need to be looked at, because right now, they're not too great. And I get that the game's only been out for almost a month, but by now it's something that should be hyper-focused. So that's definitely one point I wanted to make in this video. Alright, so the next point I wanted to make was about certain weapons and equipment, and you already know what I'm talking about when it comes to equipment, but the weapons themselves, the M4, for one, is still way too powerful, and it's still way too overused. And I kind of understand that, in every COD there's a gun that everyone uses over anything else. Ghost, Honey Badger, Advanced Warfare, BAL, Infinite Warfare MV4, Black Ops 4, ICR. Like, there's always the one gun that's going to be way more prominent in a COD game than any other gun, but that gun is everywhere. Every game, there's almost 80% of the lobby using it, and it's still busted as hell. So that does need looking at. Also the 725, I can't get over how much that gun is still used and still one-shots me from a good range away. Everyone still uses it as a secondary or a primary, and you can't contest it. Like if you're running around with SMGs, which is like my preferred playstyle, you turn a corner and he's looking at you with that shotgun, you're dead. You cannot get enough bullets in someone before that shotgun fires to kill them. It needs to be a reasonable shotgun range for you to actually kill someone. One of the cards recently, I don't remember which one it was exactly, the shotguns perfectly. Like you couldn't kill someone unless they were in your face, like literally touching you. I was any further than that, you'd get hit mark and you'd be dead because it's not realistic range. One of the recent cards did that perfectly, but this game does not, and it's not just that shotgun either. Trust me, there's other shotguns that are just as bad that are starting to come up now that 725 has been looked at, so it's something that needs to be stopped. And of course, when it comes to equipment, we all know what I'm talking about. Claymores. I don't think how they've adjusted them has been necessarily the best thing in the world, because how they've kind of got around them being an issue isn't something most people would do. From what I can tell is the perk EOD, which is the essential flat jacket of this game, will save you from a Claymore explosion as long as you're at full HP You will not die. It will take you to like a literally one shot from anything, but you will not die. Another thing they did was a stun grenade can shut down a claymore for a couple of seconds so you can run past. Again, it's not really worth it because you're gonna get either stun the claymore and not the guy on the other side of the claymore and die. You're gonna stun the claymore, run in and kill the guy, forget the claymore's there, and then blow up, because there is a delay. It's always been a kind of thing in the card game where the claymore kind of stays until that guy respawns and then it disappears. Which is stupid. I think it should deactivate as soon as the guy's dead. That's just me. And another one was, shooting a claymore it will not kill you. Like, it will blow up and you'll do damage, but it won't be enough to kill you. But not many people are going to be doing that, really. And the way that people angle claymores and stuff, it's not really in a position to shoot. So they do need to look at claymores more than what they already have. I personally don't think they should kill you. I don't think you should die, whether you're using the perk or not. You just shouldn't die. Or at least they should change it from being like an equipment thing to like one of those field upgrades, where it's like you can randomly eventually get one, but it's not like a constant, here's a claymore, here's a claymore. Like, it should just be on a timer, like how the dead silence and stuff works in this game. That would be lots better, in my opinion. So that's definitely all the points I want to talk about with weapons and equipment and stuff like that. Everything else, every other gun seems kind of fair. All the equipment seems kind of, it acts how it's supposed to act. So I think they're the main points I wanted to make in the video. The spawns, the weapons, stuff like that is just, it's too much, man. And there's one more point I want to make, but it's a quick one, so we'll get straight into that now. The last point I wanted to make is not really that big a deal in my opinion, but it is something that it kind of does for enjoyment of the game out the window. And that is the maps themselves. Granted, there is like a few maps in the game which I really like. The one that I footage right now is one of them, which is St. Petrograd. It's really good. The spawns, when they did the just spawns, the ones in this map felt a lot better than most maps. So this one, I love it. Gumrunner, I love it. Hackney Yard, great map too. And the one they introduced a couple weeks ago called Shoot House, that's really good. But the rest of them, they need some work, or they need to add some new ones quickly, because they're not fun maps. It's something about the maps themselves, like the spawns are awful on them. They are kind of lane maps, but there's way too many like entry points and windows across all of the lanes, so it does feel like a complete mess of a map because there's too many lines of sight in these maps. So what we need to do is, again, adjust spawns as best I can, close up some points of sight, which would be good, like close some windows, close some doors, which would be really good. They actually did change something on Piccadilly in Dom. They changed where B flag was, so it was less like you were less likely to die taking B flag, because no one went for it originally because it was in the middle of an open space and everyone would die. So they moved the flag, which was good. So obviously the objective modes like that, they could do that in these maps, like change where the objectives are, like hard points, change the hard point locations, change the flag locations to Dom, change headquarters locations to headquarters. They could do easy things like that to change it. But obviously, aside from like obviously changing out lines of sight, stuff like that, spawns of objectives, they need to make new maps. When they make new maps, they need to really look at the original like map layout in cards like 3 lanes that don't work perfectly in other cards, because a lot of the lines of sights were very short. It was a lane to lane kind of thing, not just across the whole map kind of thing. Or, I'm actually okay with it, as much as I hated it before. Just bring back some old maps, you know? Like, bring back some old maps. It used to annoy me before, but I'd actually be more happy with old maps being in this game than I have any other game, because the amount of maps I don't enjoy in this game is too much. But that's the kind of last point I wanted to make about the game and how I feel about it at the minute. But nevertheless, I hope these opinions are kind of shared with other people. As I've said, I'm going to tone down the Modern Warfare videos for a bit until they kind of look at the game. I've been recording other CODs and other games lately, which I've been enjoying a lot more, so there's more videos going up with different games. As always, leave your opinions in the comments below about what you think about the game. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll speak to you in the next one.